The Battle of Stalingrad is the crucial and the most important battle of World War II. It started at 3:18 p.m. on August 23, 1942. The citizens will never forget that day, as the Soviets' air force was relatively weak and allowed a huge bombing of the city, resulting in 4,000 kills in the early stage of the battle. The Soviets realized that they were under tremendous constraints of time and resources, and ordered that anyone strong enough to hold a rifle be sent to fight. Stalingrad became a huge battleground. The main armies of the battle were Army Group B, Axis powers, and Stalingrad Front, the Soviets. Different armies of Germany, Croatia, Hungary, Italy, and Romania all fought brave Russians near Volga River. The strengths of armies were 270,000 of Nazi against 187,000 of Russians, 500 tanks against 400 tanks, and Nazi also had 2 times more aircrafts than the Russians. Of course, Battle of Stalingrad was the most important battle of 1942, and maybe even in the war. But still, there were great fights in other parts of the world, such as Pacific War, for example. Axis powers never conquered Moscow and Leningrad before reaching Stalingrad. At first, Axis powers were succeeding, and by the end of the August reached Volga River bank. Army Group B surrounded the city from north and south. Massive fights occurred in the ruined city of Stalingrad. The life expectancy of a newly arrived soldier was less than a day, and the life expectancy of a Soviet officer was 3 days. But Russians fought bravely and held a great defense even during air bombing. Then in November, the Soviets launched an operation called Uranus and counterattacked opponent as they became weakened on the flanks, probably due to cold climate. Then the Soviets finally took the lead and pushed the Germans away. The significant role of the battle was played by Soviet snipers. One of the most famous heroes of the battle was Vasily Zaitsev. He killed about 250 enemies. There was also a very interesting story during the battle. As the popularity of Zaitsev grew up, the Germans started to know about him. They sent a professional sniper to kill Vasily. Zaitsev already knew that the sniper is going to come for him. So when he made an observation of a battleground, he started to think about where was he hiding. He tested his theory by raising a small plank with meat and attaching to it. They heard a shot and identified where the sniper was. Then Zaitsev and his partner Kulikov changed positions. The next day they developed the plan. According to the story, Kulikov rose his helmet and the shot was made by the German sniper. The sniper looked up for just a few seconds to make sure that he finally got Zaitsev, but instead Vasily had already aimed and made the crucial headshot. Thus, the Battle of Stalingrad was a turning point in World War II. More than 110,000 German prisoners were captured during the war. Only 5,000 of them would stay alive. Also, the first huge destruction of Germany's 6th Army took place in the battle, and Axis powers began to decline in the Eastern Front. Thank you.